Intellectual on these motherfuckers. If you're watching this on the flip side, please speed it the fuck up. Don't sit there and listen to it normally. I'm always going to recommend that just so that you personally can get in all the information. 1.2, 1.5. That's how we like to listen to it. Blah, 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 blah. That's what it should sound like. What's up, y'all? What up? Hey, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I know that in the title it says why blockchain tech will save your crypto investment, but hey, don't invest in anything. Actually, do not. And that's the catch-22 of this stream today, is that you don't invest, right? Apply yourself. Stupid. What up, YouTube? What up, cyberspace? How's it going, internet land? I am super duper bright. See if we can get some yellow up in here. All right. How's it going, internet? What's up, crypto land? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another daily video about the Zen world as well as the crypto space. I mean, Zen is 100% crypto, so you can't talk about Zen without talking about everything else. It's like literally impossible if you are able, I guess, to finesse not talking about Zen while talking about the rest of the crypto. Maybe you just don't know about it. Maybe you just don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's just jump in, man. Today is January 9th. So 1/9/2024, we're marching into the year, guys, right? It's like almost, it wasn't that long ago. I was literally saying, yo, get ready for 24, right? Now we're in it and we're marching through it. So I hope you woke the fuck up already. If not, if you're still waiting for something to spark your fire for the year, I mean, I don't know what else you need. I mean, they already shot the fireworks off, you know what I'm saying? They already changed the calendar, So, yeah, find your fireworks, bro. Again, and that's why I feel like in crypto, we're in a good space, right? A lot of people are coming here because they're excited. They're hearing about what's going on in Bitcoin, spot ETFs. Let's go, Actually, Bitcoin hit 47 and they had a crazy pullback. There's an esoteric vibe going on right here, which is kind of crazy. So there is a connection here. I'm into gematria and shit. So let's get spooky real quick. So yesterday we hit 15 or 7. We hit 47,000. So this is what I'm saying. Don't stress about what's going on in the real world. All right. And Zen, if you're in the Zen, right, don't make a reflection of the real world on your Zen bag, because we're different. All right. We're like the NWO versus the UN. And the UN would be like a Bitcoin. Okay, so if you're in Bitcoin and you just happen to buy it right now, kick back and start educating yourself about blockchain technology, about how the bits are made, so you can have a little bit of peace of mind that you didn't just buy some shit. But yeah, yesterday we hit 47 on the dot. All right, and yesterday had a date numerology, right? We was Monday, January 8th, 2024, so 1824, right? So when you put 1824 together, you get 15. And 15, right? What is this year? This is actually the 15th year of Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's 15 years old this year, and it hits 47 right before the spot ETF, guys. And why is that important in an esoteric feeling? Because 47 is the 15th prime number, bruh. I can't believe it. I'm still in awe. I'm like, oh my God, it really did it. I'm like, bruh. It did it again. So yeah, there was a lot of people looking right here. There's a lot of energy right here. Even the stars aligned for this price to happen yesterday. So outside of everything going on, because it's good, everything is good news. ETF shit, good news, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know. We want that. We want the ETF. That's free money. All right, but for the I remember when I was on Kindness stream, somebody said in quotation marks that they're normal. So for the normalities out there, you know, they feeling it right now. They're like, oh my God, BTC, you know, blah blah blah. But in actuality, again, it's just blockchain technology. And if you're not familiar with blockchain technology, let's go ahead and look at it real quick. It is Tuesday, Education Day. What up, Carl? What up, Lou? What up, Lita? What up, Sun Station? Buy the dips, not the rips. Yeah, buy the dips, not the rips. That's what they did right now. They gave you a dip because they gotta put some FUD right here, some fear, uncertainty, and doubt for those that don't understand blockchain technology. Like if you don't understand blockchain technology, this probably look really scary right now. But again, I'm looking at Bitcoin on a longer time frame. So we're looking only at days, weeks, and months. Okay. So on the weekly, we're still looking really good, and we're still marching to our prediction of 50K that we made way the fuck back here in August. In August, we took the red pill and we decided to say, you know what, maybe Bitcoin isn't going to go to $15,000, right? And that was kind of the sentiment here. It was like, yo, Bitcoin's going back to 15K because there's not enough liquidity. Where's the buy pressure going to come in from, right? And I was showing this yesterday on stream because this is a huge thing to play in today's crypto world. All right, so it's a lot different than 2017. And again, if you've been following the channel, you've heard me say that this Bitcoin run right now feels like 2016. All right, and the reason for that was because the 2016 to 18 was the start of Bitcoin going to Wall Street. We had the futures, the CME kick off in this particular moment. So all of the buy pressure, all of the fees of transferring Bitcoins and shit like that, that was just based on P2P 2017 narrative, right? And that's when the fees actually were rocking. That was actually the first time the miners saw, well, I mean, back here too, but you see trading is what miners, was when miners saw gains, right? Before trading existed on Bitcoin, it was simple and it was very, blockchainy. It was boring. Damn, the stats is down. Yeah, you should go get Boogie on Bitcoin right now. Shit, 49 for the stat. That's good. It's usually up in the hundreds. Again, it's usually pretty high. So it's awesome to see that people aren't on the network right now because they're too, confused. And it also is also a good pivot to see how many people are in Bitcoin right now for the technology, right? Again, the technology in Bitcoin is what makes it special. You don't need a bank anymore. This is your bank. Memepool.space. All right. And then Unistat. That can also be your bank. Right. You can store your Bitcoins over here. You can chill. Right. You don't need a real bank. But you do need a real bank because you need to pay taxes. You need to be a real person. Woody woo. And this is why, again, ETFs are coming into existence because Bitcoin is becoming real. Crypto is becoming real. People outside of myself and a few others in the internet want Bitcoin to be a thing. They don't want it just to be, on the screen. They want it to be part of their, 401k. They want to open up a large futures position. They think it's going on $1 million. So there's a lot of shit going on in that ETF world. Excuse me. And that's why for me personally, I think the technology is what's saving Bitcoin. It's not the ETF, because that's already happened before. And that's why, again, we had to take the red pill back here and believe in Bitcoin, right? I didn't believe in an ETF. I believed in Bitcoin. I started following more BRC20 stuff, more Ordinal stuff throughout this whole educational moment here. I was copying Ordinal stuff back here, but I didn't get into it until right in this moment when we realized, again, Bitcoin is more likely to go to the up than to the down because of what's going on with the fees. right? Because in July we had a nutty spike in fees, or excuse me, in May. So we'll go here. So this is something I had to respect. I had to respect this fee candle that was created by Xenians, right? We actually made a disruptive vibe on Bitcoin, and again, it went back to the conversation that we were having before this disruption, which is, can chains even handle mass adoption? Like, are these chains that we talk about today on a daily basis, like, can they even handle people showing the fuck up, right? So we learned very quickly that even Bitcoin is not ready for that. Bitcoin is not ready for a ton of people to just run in and just start making transactions on the chain. It's an unfortunate event, but it's great for early adopters, because then we're creating this, like, we're creating it. We are the creators of, the next 10 to 15 years. And gosh darn it, you're going to respect this thing called Bitcoin. Okay. And that was like what I was thinking. I was like, yo, you got to respect Bitcoin over everything, because it came back and it proved its point that it can do on chain transactions and that people want them. This is all that it needed to happen. If this never happened, then I would definitely be saying, like, hey, watch out, man. The rug right now could be very powerful and never recover. Because at one point we were asking ourselves, where was the liquidity going to come from? Look at the daily fees on Bitcoin are nasty. 23 bits. What the fuck is that? Today, on average, it looks like they're trading around 236 Bitcoins a day. So a year ago, it was nothing like what it is right now. And that's special. That's a very special thing. And that's because of technology, ladies and gentlemen. Going back to the tech to educate you. Every 10 minutes, Bitcoin facilitates a block. All right. When you send a transaction, you're going to have to pay a fee. Okay. The higher you pay a fee, the faster you get your transaction confirmed. So right now, you'll see here, this block just went in 12 minutes ago. So this block's been building for 10 minutes, but it's getting ready to, it's going to go over here in a little bit. So I'm actually curious to see what these two are, because they're super duper close. I think it's just producing 2 blocks right now, maybe because it's pretty, I don't actually know what's going on. That's a further piece of tech. If you want to learn more about it, because I don't have it on top of my head right now, you should go learn that. But yeah, so like every 10 minutes though, blocks get pushed, and then when they get pushed, your data or your transaction is inside of that block, and then the whole system is going to confirm it, and it's going to go ahead and push that bitch to the other side, right? So these right here, these transaction fees, this is what you pay to the miners to push your data on the network, right? So right now it's 44 stats per V byte, right? So I mean, it gets a little technical from there, right, to get more down to what is a V byte, blah blah blah. But you should go and educate yourself on all that stuff, because it's going to give you an understanding of why this technology is important, right? Like this is a computer in the sky, bruh. And as long as no one can stop the chain, then the chain is going to keep going. And as long as people keep turning on validation nodes, right, the chain keeps going, right? So a lot of this idea in Bitcoin is way beyond the ETF. The ETF is just, I guess you could say, marketing at this point. But yeah, we're back into this idea that block space is the most important thing you can buy in crypto right now. And what kind of block space you own is a representation of your potential profits. So again, technology is going to save your crypto investment. This is not investment advice. This is just crypto, bro. Being an analyst, bruh. And from my analyzation of being in crypto, we are full sin right now. Another reason for that I have like good confidence. Let's see if I can see Doge fees. Shout out to Glass Node. Special. It's a special on the board, bro. Damn, no Doge. No Doge. Dum, dum, dum. Kind of sad. Because another one that I'm vibing on right now is Doge. And the reason for that is because, again, people want to be on chain. They want to be in like on the actual chain. So a lot of the P.o.W coins from the past are starting to become more visible because people see the opportunity because they're forgotten about, right? Like Doge is low-key forgotten about because a lot of people are still stuck on stupid when they think about like where they want to be. So you got to take advantage of these moments of these super duper, or I'm saying super duper, of these mainstream coins that have a lot of attention. So Doge is one of them, and then the other one would be like a Litecoin, right? And I mean, these are just three big ones that I'm talking about right now because, again, they have longevity and they're living next to Bitcoin. They're literally in the same moment of time of breakout, and they're the only three left that are around. There are some other ones. I mean, we'll go here just to prove our point. So like you'll see Doge in the top 20, right? And I think Litecoin is still up here in the top 20. Maybe not. Okay, Litecoin bounced out. Damn. Where's Litecoin now? Where'd it go? Oh, it can't be that low. I must have missed it. Where's Litecoin? Show yourselves. Oh, it's right here. So it's 22. Yeah, so you see, I would say, like, again, the next Shiba might come out on Doge. And then Litecoin might see a pump because people FOMO into it because they're not thinking right now about where they want to be. And Litecoin is sitting at a pretty $65. So my thought, though, 100% my thought, is that Doge is actually going to do pretty well, even though it's hyperinflating. There could be a moment in time where this just rips and people don't understand why. And if you're on the other side of the fence of the rip, you're going to be able to benefit a lot from that. So again, why would this like pump out of nowhere? It's because it has inscriptions and people have already started buying and holding Doge, as well as Doge has cheaper fees. So since Doge has cheaper fees, what we're also seeing in the Doge community is excitement and creativity because the fees allow people to be more creative, right? When you go into Bitcoin Ordinals, and this again why I'm saying like Litecoin and Doge, they have opportunities because again the fees will be low, and since the fees will be low, it'll allow people to make progress in whatever they're thinking about, then bring that progress home. In my opinion, it's gonna be Bitcoin, right? That's the home base. That's where everybody in crypto is trying to fly the fuck back to. So again, that's what I'm saying. This is opportunity. Opportunity costs more than it is anything else. And it's all because of Ordinals. So educate yourself about Ordinals, about how blockchain works, about why people even want this shit. And more than likely, you're going to be set up. It's probably going to make you really horny for Zen, though. So watch out. It's a virus. Zen is a virus. Once you learn how blockchain works, this thing is just like something you'll never seen before. Speed it up. Speed it up. What up, Zen Crypto Dioclan? What up, Rolando? Caleb? Just when I thought it'd be a dull, lame day at work. Never a dull, lame day in crypto, bro. Because right now, what's crazy? What's up, Mind, Body, and Crypto? I see you. What up, Richard? What up, Tekken? What's crazy about the ETF thing is that a lot of people really want it to fail. Right? Here we go. Here's a post. Oopsies. That's the crazy thing about crypto right now is that in the space, everybody's looking for clout. Like, they don't care how they gonna get it. They gonna try to get it. Right? So posting about ETF right now is a good way to get clout. And I'm seeing different ideas here. Because it's all the same shit, man. It's all the same Fed. Like, it's all the same in this ETF. There's nothing that is different in front of your face right now. It's all of the same. You want some different shit? Go to CoinGecko and become a different person. Stop being normal, right? Just getting that. I just got to get that out there. Because I don't post about ETF stuff because I'm not in TradFi. I could give two shits if somebody wants to use Bitcoin as a way to pay their employees. I think it's the best way. I think it's a good way for you to get more energy out of your employee, right? I think an employee getting paid in Bitcoin and you educating them about it, and then them understanding how much more how much energy invested into creating profit, right? Like that whole thing, right? You go to a job, you're gonna flip some burgers, like for $1 that's getting inflated by like 5% every fucking year, like maybe even 8%, bro. Like it don't make no sense anymore. Sometimes that's why it's like, yo, sometimes it's hard to think about going back and working for the man, because it's like, yo, like as soon as I go into that environment, I'm getting cut for my cheese. Like someone's putting their hand in my cookie jar. Why don't we just use crypto? But again, we can't get to that moment until we have ETFs, because we live in corporate America, and corporate America needs ETFs in order for them to spot buy Bitcoin to sell it to an employee. This world is fucked up. You got to get Uncle Sam involved. There's no way to dodge this dude. So like what's crazy here though is what we're seeing is everybody's doing applications for the ETF. But what we're seeing, who is the custodian? Where can the people grab the coins? Coinbase. Brian Armstrong owns all your Bitcoins. Joke's on you. The joke is on you, sir. Brian. Fuck you, Brian. Man, Coinbase. Hey, shout outs for the free stickies. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that came out of me being at Coinbase. And some of my computer setup right here. They pay for that shit too. But yeah, man, Coinbase is the ETF. What is happening that's causing people to think about buying Bitcoin is all the hedge funds getting involved. But if you've been following the ETF news, then you know that BlackRock has specifically said that they're using Coinbase as a custodian, right? Fidelity is just stepping into the game. And if you've been following crypto for a long time, Fidelity actually got into crypto like way back in 2019, right before the 2020 shit. They started to like kind of shuffle through like hiring people for it, to strategize for what is their self-custody. So you see, they're the only ones doing self-custody. Fuck Gemini. We don't care about those Wonkle twins. Wonkles. Willy Wonka looking twinny motherfuckers. We don't care about y'all. Yeah, so right now what we see is that the another thing here is the choke point, right? If you're only understanding ETF, you're going to get choke point at Coinbase all the time. Now, me personally, the way that I move is I try to follow taxes, you know, and live by my means. That's why I still have like an IRL job, or I mean, I'm a DJ, so that's a fucking job, man. I gotta stand there and watch people do weird shit while I play the slaps. But yeah, so I still have a W9, W2 experience because I want to have, you know, me on books and I work in society, that I'm not just like a fucking mobster, you know, cutting corners, right? So I've always treated Coinbase with that type of respect. I'm not gonna go to Coinbase try to cash out like $10,000. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. But you can see here that why they bottlenecked it down to just a couple of things, mainly Coinbase. So again, if you're looking for a TradFi play, I've kind of been saying this. Coinbase, what the fuck? If you bought Coinbase at the bottom, bro, let's see how much people are up right now. And that's why, you know, crypto's in good hands. Again, the technology saved your bag, bro. The technology saved your bag. So Coinbase is up let's say 500% in the last year. So yeah, if you would have bought Coinbase a year ago, you up 5% right now. So maybe some people take some profits, and this is why, again, I'm strategizing on this idea that, yo, we might see a pullback. Like, I'm sorry if I've been giving a lot of hopium to make you think that it's not gonna happen, but let me go back to my real watch list. Is it watch list 2? Nah, it's main mood. Oh no, it's not. Okay, it's watch list 1. So in my opinion, what's really on the table here is FUD. I can't see Bitcoin returning to these levels. After all that analyzation, I just said, man, I cannot see it. If I've seen it come back down here again, the assumption is that the ordinal community is going to pick up those Bitcoins. And that's what I don't think these people want. Because now we're in a custody battle, right? If I have a bunch of Bitcoins in my custody, then technically it's mine. It's not Coinbase. It's not Fidelity. It's not Gemini's. It's not BlackRock. It's Crypto Bros, right? So technically we are in a custody fight. Yes, the ETF wars are happening, but as a user, we're in a custody fight. They're trying to steal your fucking Bitcoins right now, and they're using everything in the book to take them bitches from you. The way that they're gonna do it right now is, again, they used esoteric vibes, bro. Right? So the last time Bitcoin got to this top, March 22. So they used an esoteric vibe here. Let's see how the fib adds up on what we just witnessed. So we'll go from here. Oh man, I hate when I have shit like this. We'll just go here. I have too many fibs. I can't see everything. Oh shit. Never mind. Can't put a fib on it because I got too many lines. I need these lines. But yeah, just from looking at these lines, that's why it's like we are in a golden area for success. And this is why it was easy to be like, oh, we're marching back to 50K, because 50K is not the fucking flag, man. The flag is 65. So if we went up to 50K and retrace, we're still in a good zone. So again, this is kind of why I'm trying to apply it in this fashion that you live in the matrix, and that this was potentially a simulation coin. And when you apply the gematria on top of it and it doing exactly that, it gets fucking weird, because it makes me, as someone who analyzes in that spectrum of reality, it makes me think that technically Bitcoin is being manipulated on purpose. All right, there's some heavy shit. But yeah, it's being manipulated on purpose, which could potentially take it down. And this is a good learning lesson for anyone, especially if you've been in Zen, right? What did we learn in Zen? Class. Nah. What we've learned in Zen is that you can't fight the inflation. That's impossible. It's literally impossible. You'll be buying forever and the price will still keep going down, right? So the way that you have to curve inflation is in certain ways. In our way, we have the AMP, but you have to live through it, right? You have to like go through the trenches before you see, a better day. And it's kind of funny because you look at the way that, again, I said American or the dollar inflation could inflate 5% one year, 8% the next year, and try to get back to 2% by 4 or 5 years down the road, right? So inflation on the dollar is just ass, and it's never gonna stop. And if you still believe that it's gonna change, I don't even know what to say to you. Like, I mean, turn off the TV, open a calculator, and just start doing the math, because I'm just being that millennial that's keeping it real. Like, we're gonna be priced the fuck out by like 27. Like, if you're a millennial right now not making 100K, I would say you're going to be priced the fuck out by 27. So it's probably smart. And what I mean by priced the fuck out, I'm talking about like living a lavish life, bro. Like getting a new car, buying a house. Just things that is like living a life, I can feel it now. And I can see the rat races on. Some people in America have like 4 or 5 jobs, bro. They're hustling from every second counts right now, which is kind of weird because I don't remember that in my childhood. Like in my childhood, I remember traveling a bunch and like things being cheap, like gas being like $1.50. Now I sound like the old motherfucker, but I'm still young, boy. And that's kind of why, again, I'm just waking up to the game. I'm realizing that inflation is something that is extremely hard to control. And the only way to truthfully hedge against it is to get into something supply capped. And again, Bitcoin answers that. So this is why I'm under the impression that it is being manipulated. And again, this manipulation is organic. Another organic manipulation to this is YouTube. That's kind of why I don't watch YouTubers anymore, as I stream on YouTube. I just watch people I fucks with. But I don't like go and search anymore for like content because it's mostly the same. Not a lot of people are talking about Zen yet, or talking about blockchain progression. A lot of the thinkers and the builders are in the mix, right? They're doing the things to keep everybody engaged, right? So like I was saying, what I'm saying is you can go You can hit crypto right now and you'll see that it's already been compromised. Like, why do I go to YouTube and hit crypto and I'm seeing fucking Elizabeth Warren? We don't like her. Throw a tomato at her. You know? I don't want to see her beat Bitcoin ETF launch. Like, who is this kid? Dare I listen to it? You know, crypto alert coming out the cuts. Jeez. ETF's price prediction equals 20K. Or I said 20K, my bad. 200K. I don't care, man. Hey, it's me. Make sure you hit the like button. Shout out to all the 21 watchers out there. The only real motherfucker on here. Just a chart and a bro. Oh, man, I hate this dude. But at the same time, I be like, man, people really watch this stuff. Have y'all ever seen this before? This guy.
As we move closer and closer to this Bitcoin ETF approval.
Like, who really, like, you're going to watch this guy? He's got on glasses and he's walking on a treadmill and a tank top. But the one time I wear a tank top, people tell me to hide my arms, bro. Look at this motherfucker, man. Made a whole living. He holding a chicken. Is this Cloud Cox? Is Jason Casper Cloud Cox? Because that's crazy. The chicken? Man, this world is different. The gimmicks. The shenanigans. I don't have a shenanigan or a gimmick, bro. I just rock the fucking X, man. Zen time. I use my mind. But yeah, look at the gimmicks in crypto right now. It's fucking insane. And it kind of proves to me again, Crown Crypto, I like this guy a lot. OG. One person I do fuck with, Eric Crown. But again, what I'm trying to get at is that everybody that's in this world that's supposedly controlling your investment, and this is not inviting financial advice, don't invest shit. Again, make your crypto. These people, again, they're shields. Like, you go to their descriptions, what's the first thing you're gonna see? I mean, I like this guy a lot because Eric actually spits facts. He spits bars. But what does he do? He sells charts. He sells charts, man. So it's a catch-22. You wanna root for these people who are telling people about Bitcoin, but you don't want to root for them because they're literally driving our user base into the dirt by shilling them, you know, Bybit links. Right? I've never touched Bybit. Maybe it won't pop up. Let's see if it's fucking banned in New York, as it should be. Daddy's back. What up, Dank? What up, Yosef? What up, cock enthusiast? The ETFs will not fail. It might get pushed back, but it will be accepted 100%. That's a fact, man. I feel like ETFs will be accepted. And that's, again, why I'm saying the manipulation right now is more esoteric than anything else. It's like people are literally lining up. I hope you guys is comprehending what I'm saying. Everything is everything in a quantum space. So if everyone is doing this bullshit together, is going to amplify the amount of bullshit that we see. Right? Massive pump, 20K, 200,000, another 200,000 prediction. These motherfuckers are about to rug y'all. I'm not worried though, because again, I'm in Ordinals, so cheap Bitcoins, bring it on. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they're selling trading indicators. That's the catch-22 of the simulation that we're in. Until we as crypto users can take back the fucking rock, right? That's why I'm going so hard and trying to educate people about Zen crypto, about the opportunities you can do in the blockchain. Fuck all that noise. Just go to the chain, right? That's what I'm saying. The ETF is going to be approved. Fuck all the noise. Go get some fucking Bitmax or some Bitcoin frogs before that shit gets approved, bruh. Go get a Bitcoin puppet. I don't know what this is. I saw this though. Is this on chain? So, Ordinals.com. So Ordinals.com, this is where you can go see all the Ordinals. Now, what we're seeing is an influx of on-chain bullshit hitting Bitcoin right now. All right. Everyone's trying to figure it out. I'm actually kind of down. I'm like, yo, I might release a collection just for fun. So there's a lot of cool things going on in Bitcoin. And again, what's happening is people are leaving on-chain right now because they don't understand what's going on. They're just here for the money. They're not here for the tech. So they're going to leave. That's all good. Right? When they leave, they're going to leave their Bitcoins on the table, which is going to give us hopefully an opportunity to catch a dip. But again, if Bitcoin Ordinals has more of a optimistic long-term crowd, then that's kind of why, again, I'm saying don't be surprised to not see anything fall in price. Right? Don't be surprised that you missed an opportunity because, you know, you didn't want to focus on this next big thing. The reason I'm saying this is because we've just hit 53 million inscriptions, right? 53 million, and people are still inscribing. That means anything under 100 million is going to be special, right? If you have an inscription under 100 million, it's special. So yeah, I mean, I'm hyped right now. I think this is going to be really dope. Oh, look at this. This is going to probably be a really big one. This Pizza Ninja. It's not live yet, to be announced. That's actually crazy to see. So this one's made by Trevor. If you know about Trevor BTC, this is his brand. He's been how do you say, like, he's been building anticipation for these Pizza Ninjas for so fucking long. Probably want to get Pizza Ninja when they release. What Pizza Ninjas are is they're inscribed photos on pizza stats. And what is a fucking pizza stat? What is a fucking pizza stat? People bought Bitcoins, or people bought pizzas with Bitcoins. And for some reason, the bro schmoes in Bitcoin decided to grab that attribute and add it to their vision of what everything could possibly be. Okay, so what I'm saying is, like, you're going to have ordinals that are printed on rare stats, right? You'll see that here. They have rare stats on Magic Eden. So, I mean, rare stats are really cool. Like, again, I was saying I'm pretty bullish on rare stats. If you can get one that's good, that's cheap, maybe grab one, and then go and get versed in the community and then print something on top of it, maybe. Because that's what's happening. So, and that's why I'm telling you, the tech is what saved crypto, bro. Without this tech shit, there would not be anything else. Like, there's people still putting money in crypto because they understand the tech. That's the opportunity cost. It's the tech fucking analogy, man. The transfer value of a pizza stat. Like, what the fuck, right? I mean, even Bitmaps is falling off, right? 28 BTC in volume. It's sitting nice at 43.66, which I think is roughly around like $100 something. 100 something. Here, let's look here. It's a bitmap. That's the only part that is giving me the pause. As far as the ETF, Grayscale, Block, and MS hold more Bitcoins than all exchanges combined. Yeah. That's why it's like, yo, I think the ETF thing is a custody war. And it's more about getting people to psychologically get rid of their Bitcoins. And you're not even knowing you're doing it because you're so caught up in the ETF shit. Like, you're so caught up in trying to make a bag or some bullshit that you forgot that, like, Bitcoin works without the ETF. Right, and then, that's what I'm saying, yo. This is your boy Crypto Bro. I'm here for a friendly fucking reminder of why you're here. All right, at least this is why I'm here. I don't know about you, but I'm reminding those that maybe forgot. Where the X? Shout outs Zen Crypto Store. Yo, my description is only full of Zen things that are fairly launched. Go check it out. My guy Tree City West. I set up those scripts to mint XeNFTs on Fastnet, and I'm up to 25 billion Zen, but not even on the first group of the top holders on Fastnet that has 2.5 trillion. Jeez. Yeah, when X1 comes out and Zen comes out, man, it's going to be the best Zen on all of the chains, right? It's going to be the best Zen. I've never actually talked about what's going on in Zen world. We've just been looking at the chart and comparing it to the IRL, right? Bitcoin and ETH, all that other shit. That's the real shit. Everybody knows about that. But again, Zen is brand new. It's only a year old. It's still on its amplification state, which means that you're not late. You're actually very early. And you can start minting today. Get yourself some Zen. I would say max mint it, throw it into the future. You know, save yourself the headache of having to see that shit go to zero. But again, it's I think Zen is a problem solver in the crypto space when we look at technology and we look at identifying what is our block space. I think Zen is an amazing way to capture block space in a singular token so that you can port your space into the future. It's almost like getting your own little like storage locker on the chain, right? Public storage. How about that? And that's what I think is going to be the future. I think I've always thought this. I've always thought people would buy Ethereum as like as if it was like a bunch of gas and they're just going to put it in their backyard, right? You're just storing it for the future. You're betting on Ethereum's success, not on the success of the things on ETH. You're betting on ETH being successful. So with Zen, we can bet on these chains being successful by turning the native into Zen. What we've learned is that community is a strong thing. So there could be this opportunity or this world where, you know, you think the community of that chain wants the Zen, but technically they don't. So that might be a lost cause. But what we've learned is like Ethereum is like a Pulse chain, and it's like a Matic and a Phantom. A lot of cool Zenians on Phantom. There is places for you to have community. One of the places we want community is Avalanche, right? But we can never get it because we need to tap into Avalanche. And that is a sad story in itself. An amazing chain, amazing technology, but ideology has been hijacked. So it's a sad, happy world over an Avalanche. So I hope one day they can flip, and they got Zen, so they can flip and become more of a block space driven blockchain than just a computer in the cloud. Right? We got Bitcoin for that. Bitcoin is the computer in the cloud. We don't need other computers in the cloud. We need scaling machines. Now, DBZen, DBZen has been going up and up and up for many days, right? Since the 30th. So it's finally seeing a pullback. And as expected, like I was saying, here we'll turn the lines on. I was expecting this to kind of happen. I was talking about this yesterday. I was saying, we got up to $2. If you bought DBZen at like 60 cents and you wrote it to $2, why wouldn't you take profits? It's turned into that. It's literally turned into a value coin. We're not valuing the fees anymore because the fees are just a bonus, right? And you rewind a year ago, everyone's saying like, oh my God, the fees, I need fees, blah, 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 right? But we know the fees, if they make sense, will get turned, right? And we see now how DBZen has integrated itself into, again, the Zen success. First, it was only going to be successful if Zen went up in price. But, and what I mean by that is like, or my bad. DBZen built itself into Zen because it burns Zen. So as Zen becomes scarce, it should become more expensive. Just hands down. And then as Zen goes up in price, it should become more expensive because it's harder to grab the Zen to create it. La-di-do, la-di-dee. Technically, what we learned is that if Zen goes up in price and there's not a lot of demand for DXN, technically that's a sell-off for supply. Right? And that's what we're seeing here. When there's a lot of demand but not a lot of liquidity, technically if you got the LP, you want to sell it when it hits the top because someone's going to sell before you. That's all that comes down to this because it's a fair launch. Now, what is cool about DBZen and why, again, it one day will come back to how much fees you're making. Right now people are just stacking coins and they want the dips, right? Because again, we're to this ideology where it's like, DBZen actually should be $10 a token because you're still getting fees regardless. So if it's at $1.64 or if it's at $16.40, it's all gonna have the same protocol feeling. The only difference is the perception of price. Now, why would the price go up? Let's say, back to this golden range here of $10, $16, right? The halvening, bro. I talked about this yesterday. Shout out to Joseph. He reminded me. So we'll go to Joseph's page because he posted it. He posted it. Yum. Man, I've always liked this little monk vibe you got going on here, bro. It's really cool. So this right here, this is a table. And this is why, again, people are sleeping on DXN. Low key, when people were saying that DXN was dead, I don't know what was going on. Even I knew DXN was dead, but I knew it was like just dead because it was dead. I knew it, you know what I mean? Like, it's like things die, but things don't RIP. Right? You at least in my opinion, I don't think things in Zen will RIP. Some will. Like, yo, if you got, okay, one thing I guess I should talk about, XENBOX. Oh my God. I got my coins out of here. I think the dev is an amazing person. I'm going to say, like, they seem like a good person, but the language barrier got me fucking nervous. So I'm out of this shit. And what happened was they couldn't afford the gas on all the chains that they were supporting. So now what they've done, and if you got any Zen over here, please go take that Zen off. Like, go take it out of here right now. Because long story short, they had a gas issue and it wasn't profitable for everyone to use, especially even the dev. So they stopped it. That's what turned me off a little bit. They stopped the contract. I don't know how they did it, but we couldn't claim anymore. Like, they just stopped pushes to the contract or some shit. That shit turned me off, man. I was like, I don't like that. I don't need y'all using my Zen to experiment. Like, I like this idea, but now it just kind of proved to me that, like, yeah, maybe staking isn't what we want. Technically, I thought it was a really cool idea where it's like you have a staking vehicle, and maybe every day if you stake your Zen, that compounded Zen is burned. So that you could just add to your burn record with your staked Zen. It's almost like a power box. Because that one, like, I'm really looking at it, I'm like, yo, staking might not be tight yet because people don't comprehend it. And it's actually really dope. So the thing about staking is that it needs a better mask. It needs a better idea. Just staking is not it. That's not where it's at. Right? Can we get someone to make a staking app where I stake some Zen and I grow some shit? Can I get a digital plant in this bitch? Can I get a Neo pet with my Zen? Stake 100 million Zen. I get a Neo pet or something. Please. Please. Are y'all waiting for me to make it or what? But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking staking Zen, it needs more. It needs diversification within the mix. Just staking is not enough. So yeah, if you have your coins on XENBOX, yo, get the fuck out of there. Fuck it. Who cares? Great idea. Scary time. I'm out. And that's why I'm going back to, again, DBZen. It's about the value of the platform and the coin. And that's where we're moving now. So if somebody wanted to sell their coins right now, right? Like, okay, well, yo, CB, they're just going to sell their coins right from the lobby. They got them from the lobby. This is actually when we want people to sell, to take profits and exit. It's our own little manipulation on the market. I don't think a lot of people are going to fall for it, though. That's why it went up for so long. No one really fell for any of the dips. It's kind of like Zen right now. No one's really falling for the dip. They're just letting it happen. And since in Zen, they're letting the dip happen, it's super tight. And what have we talked about already, bro? I haven't even talked about supply and that's data analysis stuff because it just doesn't matter anymore if you're not following the channel. Make sure you follow the channel, like, subscribe, and be here so you can be hip to the scene. We talk about this shit all the time, man. I'm just a broken record now. But yeah, we're in the hyperinflation of Zen because a lot of people gave up. And it was the first of its kind. No one can take that from it. October 8th, 2022. All right, so all of the inflation is happening now. Tuesdays are actually the smallest inflation day out of all the days in inflation. Tuesdays typically are the dips because people make their mints to end on weekends, Sundays. So Mondays, typically people are selling. And then Tuesdays, there's not a lot of capital coming out. So what's there's not a lot of supply coming out. So what's happening is price discovery. So there's another thing too that happened that I'm loving that we've been analyzing was that we actually had a green week last week. So we closed green candle. So I'm looking backwards, and I thought we were here. This was a tough time for Zen. Yo, this is 9 weeks. Boy. Now what I like about this last candle is we got up and we wicked into the 8. Right? We haven't wicked into the 8 in a long time. Last time we wicked into the 8, we took off on the weekly. So you'll see here we touched the 8 on these downtrends, but this one we wicked into it. Let's blow it up. You see here a little Wikipedia went up and over. So there's something bubbling here, because again, we wicked over here and got pushed down. What was this? December 4th? All right. Again, this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of people. This was right before that space where Simple put it into the ether that Zen is about value. Like, we're valuing Zen now. It's a real store of value for those that are here. Like, anybody coming in and trying to intercept the narrative that it's not valuable, that you should sell it, that's like done. Like, we're done with that. Like, we have a strong core here now that understands that you can go ahead and sell your non-value and give me a better price. So we're in a standoff too. We're in a Zen supply war where nobody really wants to sell their Zen off because there's a lot of buyers that will never give it back. And it's just like DB Zen. There's a lot of people holding DB Zen that won't sell it because they know that there's not enough supply, because now 50% of the supply is actually out. Right? And by March 2022, 2.5 million DXN will be out. And then the next year, we're only getting half of that. And then the next year, we're only getting half of that. Right? So don't sleep on DXN, man. Just thinking it's about the divs. The divs, that's just cool. Now it's about the supply. And that supply is going to be nice. So it's kind of sad. People are like, yo, DB's in dead. Like, I mean, I fed in on it low key, you know, but I had to say my piece, man. Rosvan was pissing me off with that Clio shit. I was like, dude, man, how the fuck can I root for this? That's why I stopped rooting for it, because I realized, like, oh, I can't go against, like, whatever they're thinking is the vibe, right? Like, whatever Roz and the team thinks is the vibe, I have to vibe with it. And if I don't even agree with it, I have to make my own perception of the token. That's the fair launch. So that's kind of why, again, I stayed in the camp, even though I didn't fuck with Clio. I kept my eye on the prize, which is I want to gain. Right? So it's looking good. Damn. What's wrong with my deck screener here? Let's refresh this real quick. Yeah, hyped about DB Zen, man. Hyped about Xenify. Haven't been talking about it. I got to get them on the channel again. They have an update that just happened. They're coming out with a new protocol called Alexa. It's going to burn XNF. Wild. I need trillions. Tell me your keys. Hey, somebody slip their keys to Dank. He'll send you back 2 coins. You'll send them 1 coin. Staking is great for everybody to do it. Please long-term stake your bag until 2026. Yes. See, that's what I'm saying, though. Imagine if we had a staking app, and this is a free game idea for any developer out there. I don't know if devs watch me, if it's just opportunists, data analysts. But yeah, imagine a game where we take this 15%, and we basically make that the metric, where it's like you want to do this right now. Like, you want to buy Zen and stake it right now, because this is going to tick down and you're going to lose opportunity. What's the opportunity? Burning Zen. That'd be crazy. Yeah, I got an idea. that just popped in my head. I've never thought of anything. I've never seen anything like it. The idea that's in my head. Because again, it's like Zen is a big ass game. And what Bitcoin has taught us is that attributes are important. Variables in the blockchain, they can be used as value propositions, right? One of those that I learned in Bitcoin was about the block number and how blocks are produced 10 every 10 minutes. So technically you can only have 144 a day, right? So that's a great value variable to build on top of, right? Not how many coins. A lot of people like to do that. They like to make things like a 20 million. Like the supply in Bitcoin is not special. But what is special is its block production, its technology. Going back to the title, its technology is special because that is one of a kind, right? No one can stop the blocks from producing. One of the best ways to build shit. So that's kind of like the staking in Zen. No one's going to be able to stop the APY from printing Zen. And what XENBLocks showed us is that there is an opportunity for you to mint Zen in a day and then use it in another way. Right. But the problem here is that it's not taking in any income. So the developer didn't have any funds to fund the website because this is literally not taking any income in. Right. So there's a lot of cool shit that can happen with staking. It just does not have the right development yet. Soon. Tuesdays are when I like to do mints. Lols. Yo, it's a good time to mint right now too. It's actually been a really good week to mint every day. Like the next round of Zenians are being made right now. 21 Gwei. For sure. But shit, I just hit my hour, bro. Like I said, this 2024 is a new year. We're trying our best not to last a billion years. Maybe we'll go back to 2-hour streams in the future. But for now, we're just kind of keeping it, slow and sweet. Let me close some of these windows. They funkin' with me. You know what's crazy though, bro? I gotta give this tip to my Titan homies real quick before I sign out. Cause I saw this morning, I was like, damn, it's happening to y'all too. Zoom the fuck out. Like we did on Zen. All right. Now the scariest thing here is what you don't want to see is it return to these levels. But it's possible. Okay, look at your RSI. It's like not oversold yet on the daily. So I would say already start zooming out so you can get a clearer picture of what's going on here. Again, I mean, I'm bag holding. Obviously, I fucking bought the top of I bought the top of Titan. But it's what it's done is it's made me look at it. Right, and as you can see, compared to my other charts where there's like an excessive amount of science lines, here we're just watching it go down. Now, again, what's cool about a fair launch is these coins have to do this. So if you really believe in Titan, and this is kind of why I'm saying this out there, because maybe, as I pop my collar, I'm a Zenian, bro. We accept all. Come in, come back, come home, But if not, if you want to stay in Titan, that's fine. What I'm going to just tell you, though, is you're fighting inflation, and it's hard. Yeah, it might be one person dumping, but it does not mean that they don't have more wallets. It does not mean that that is one. It could be a group. The thing we learned in Zen and why we are finding a bottom. One, we had time, so you might need some more time in Titan before you have your true bottom. So, and then that's why it's like, yo, be positive about it. Push home, and maybe in 365 days you'll see something, or maybe it will do a Zen. But the thing is again, not many things will be like Zen because Zen brought the narrative to the culture, right? The culture never had Zen before. So I hear a lot of people that keep not complaining, but comparing and then complaining that like Titan and Zen are the same, but it's not, bro. This has over a year on it. And then it already has seen a lot of selling below its start point, right? That's like the thing of a fair launch. You actually want to see it the reverse. You want to see a red to a flat line. If you see the green to a flat line, you're probably going to want it to be like DXN. And now if you've been following the narrative, there was a lot of work that went into building DXN to get it to have this little and it has no coins. So that's another thing about DXN. It has no coins. So it's really hard to compare DXN to Titan. That's what I was trying to tell people before. I'm like, yo, Titan is more of a Zen-like network than it is a DXN. So long story short, I'm just saying protect yourself fucking get the fuck out of here for a little bit. Maybe come back. But it needs time for the coins to hit the market and for people to start burning it. Because I don't think people have started burning either. So that's just my 2 cents on the Titan chart, because I know some people are fucking feeling it right now. And again, that feeling you're feeling is just like Zen. But the thing is that you just wake up. Like, don't get caught slipping like you did in Zen, where you're still holding the bag as it's tumbling to existence, right? Unless you got something that I got that I don't know. Like, I don't know what's next. Like, I was making a joke saying, like, what's next? You know, the blockchain, you can call it Mount Olympus. That sounds like a good blockchain for Titan. Mount Olympus. Yeah, the MO. There you go. That's a free idea. I said it first, God damn it. Short-term profit miners are wrecked. I hear you on that, Lou. That's what I'm saying, though. So that's what I'm trying to address. I see a lot of people saying that short-term profit miners are wrecked. Dude, as a Zenian, we said that too. And that's not the facts. The facts are some people have more capital than the group of Titans. So you need to match the cap. But you can't, because your camp has not the flag. You can tell from the downside pressure. We seen this in Zen. And that's why now we don't buy the inflation. So you're better off watching the price go down. Trey used to say this too. But the thing is it's not, I mean, yeah, it's the same thing. You know, that's the basics of the beginning. Just sell it till this hits the rock bottom. Now, if you want to build culture, build community, I don't know what it's like over there in Titan. That's why I can't really speak for it. I know in Zen, while our price was going down, we were innovating and we were pushing through it. Right now, we have a whole ass blockchain that's getting ready to come out. Right. And everything is making sense. So just before people start really comparing these two dips, you might want to wake the fuck up that you're fighting against inflation. That's what you're fighting against. That's your enemy, is inflation. Right. And if everything doesn't make any sense for the inflation, then more than likely it has more downside. It's perfect right now for Zen, man. We have such a good narrative. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait. Boy. Man, our narrative is so on fire, bro. Shout out to everybody that's gonna, everyone's gonna try to remix it, but what I'm saying, if you can get through that inflation, and that's kind of why I'm keeping my eye on Titan. All right, here's the caveat here. Here's the value. If this community really can get behind the education of what Zen was and just let it die, but then they're still like, yeah, woo, let's go, then I'll be like, all right, it's time to get in, because they're building a foundation. They're separating it from the original narrative. Community's taking over, and it's going to live its own life. But right now it has to suffer. It's like part of the game. So if you are suffering because you're not making money off of the stakes and stuff, I wouldn't try to like make this work for you. That makes any sense. Like this probably won't work for you. No offense. It's like getting in the hex after big payday. Like it's probably not going to work for you. Zen does not have that at all. None of our projects have that. Everything is based on a fair launch. So the more time they stay alive, the better it benefits everyone. Right. So this is why we're seeing XNF at $3 right now, because it should have been died, but now it's coming alive, and it has now, like we were saying, it's created a new dApp. Look at this thing. Look at that erection. It's created a new dApp, and now that new dApp has brought it life, right? Just like that. And then Zenify is so complex, bro. They did it right way, bro. This P.o.P, this protocol liquidity shit, so sweet, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like this. This actually woke my ass up to like, yo, if you're ever gonna release a project, you probably want to do it like this. This might have to be built into everything going forward. Collect a bunch of Ethereum, fair launch the protocol, and then allow the protocol to not be unsold, right? And what I mean by that is like ETH goes in, coins go in, but the buyback process of the website buys all the coins out. So if people want fast capital, then they have to put it into this pool that's gonna burn the coins, right? So it delays gratification, and it provides value to long-term stakers, and that's what keeps the price going up. That's the anticipation. That's the FOMO. So when you look at a different project that's trying to have these same similarities, that's what the challenge is. Now the challenge, I think, in Titan is the ETH, and people need more ETH, and so it's almost like if Titan released itself like XNF, it would have a better life. Oh, is Zenify code open? So it depends on which way you're looking at it. Their platform code is not, but the smart contracts for all of the tokens are. So every token you interact with on Zenify, so like XNF, it's open source, and you can go and look at the code, and it's fairly launched, no pre-allocated coins, all that good jazz. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it wasn't. There was an airdrop for participation, so it's just like anything where everything's participation. But if you go, to the contract, it's open sourced, so you can vibe with it. But like their website is closed source, and that's kind of why I think it's so. If you're listening to Simran and Day, that bitch is clunky as a motherfucker. Here, let's look at it real fast. Let's see how much information is racked up in the last couple of days. But I feel it, like I like their idea. How do you say this? I like how they're delivering their product to the people. And again, it might be a little clunky, blanc, blanc, blanc. But if you go up if you're on like a browser, like a Google Chrome browser or a Brave browser, you can go up to the URL. You'll see like a filter button. There you can do site settings. And you'll see here. So like they grab a lot of data, man. I mean, yeah, it's only 35 megabytes, but I don't usually have a lot of websites that grab this much data from my browser, bro. I'm gonna delete the data. So I'm constantly deleting data on this website so it works better. But that's my one tip for those out there that are struggling with the Zenify site. Clear the site data, and then go back and reload it. So you see, at one load on Zenify, 2 megabytes. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are y'all loading? Like, I'm being an asshole. But I know most of it is just the graphics and like everything that's happening. That's all it is. There's so much stuff going on. This is a one pager as well. So there's like a lot of just background stuff going on. But I like Xenify a lot, man. What up, Crypto Jack? Immutable. Yeah, contract. Yeah, the contracts are open source and immutable. But that's what's cool though. It's like if you make something, that's what you really are looking for. You're looking for your token to be immutable and open source. Because when you have an open source token, the platform it's not the focus no more. It goes like, well, what can we do with XNF outside of Xenify if they decide to go rogue? How can we remix this? But yeah, so this is what they posted yesterday. They said, we're introducing Alexa, the first utility-based protocol built for VXNF. So what is Alexa? Alexa will be focused on the core pillars of DeFi. All the details will be revealed when the light paper drops. So we're waiting for that light paper. For now, what we can share is that the protocol boosts the Zenify flywheel with a fresh game theory to create potential demand for the XNF and BXNF tokens while unlocking the first major use case of VXNF. Right, so VXNF, if you've been following this brand, this brand Zenify is using a lot of layer 0 tokens on Arbitrum. One of them being VZen, right? Like they brought Zen to Arbitrum. We weren't there, and now you can burn from 10 different chains and end up there. Granted, the token is getting shitted on, but I'm still scooping it up because I think it's gonna be a great piece of Zen history in a sense, right? Like I don't think Zen is gonna come to Arbitrum, so it being like masked in a different token makes me feel good, because that's like, okay, cool, we can maybe bring Zen to places that doesn't have it, right? The community can go there, and even though it doesn't have the Zen, we can create Zen, right? So they're using a lot of layer 0 tokens based in Zen to get this I don't even know how this idea out. So now they've created another token. So they're going with the Jack Levin thing, where they're going to create an Alexa token, right? So they haven't really released what Alexa is going to do, but Alexa is the first principles. There will be no allocation for investors to team members of the native ALX token. Instead, everyone will have an equal opportunity to acquire ALX by engaging with the protocol. So the way that I believe this happens is you burn your here it is. So you like, how does this work for Zenian, right? You burn Zen, you get VZen. Right, 10 different Zen chains get you VZen. Then you can burn VZen for XNF, right? The only way to get XNF liquid is to burn VZen daily. There's another coin you can burn. We don't really talk about that coin. Just kidding, it's YSL. We actually recommend burning YSL over VZen because it's cheaper. So I'm holding my VZen and I'm burning YSL. But I'm glad that they built it in here for the greater audience of the Zen. And then you burn your XNF and your BXNF, you get VXNF plus the ALX airdrop and the EXNF airdrop. So, I mean, if you don't understand number 3, I would say I would recommend going and watching my Zenify video with the team. We talk a lot about the EXNF airdrop and what this means for everything, because that was the original. So they just added something new so that there could be more excitement to the overall experience. Oh, they made a Twitter for it. Whoa, what the fuck is this gonna be? You know what this might be? This might be their NFT platform, because they said they're gonna come out with an NFT platform to sell VE XNF. So that's probably what this is gonna be. It's probably gonna be their NFT platform. Oh wait, look at that. What the fuck? I'm not even reading this shit. Hold on. We've got something huge, some huge news, fams. Say hello to Alexa, a brand new protocol that will be that's set to disturb the ecosystem with innovative utility unrelated to swaps or NFTs. Okay, never mind. They just said that. We'll have to see what happens, bro. I followed it up. If you want to follow it too, here you'll see it on my X account. I'm gonna say, hey Alexa. Now we're not gonna say money. Money's fucking dead. Hey Alexa, play me something that makes me crypto. That's awesome. But yeah, you'll find that on my X account. You can go and check it out more and more and more and more and more. But yeah, Zenify, man. I wasn't even trying to talk about it because it's a whole other thing to fucking unwind, dude. It's a whole other thing. But yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. Zenify changed the game. If you're gonna come out with something, do the poll. Do the poll. It's gonna save your project. On God. That shit saved Zenify. It would be dead already. But that buyback and burn, because that controlled liquidity, man. Amazing. Yo, you remember that airdrop token on Sol? Look at it. God damn it. Look at it. It caught a bottom. I bought a little bit more of this, plus my airdrop. I'm holding this. Again, my whole thing about the LFG on Sol, what an amazing way to get people to come over. We're going to definitely do this on X1 chain. There definitely will be some sort of dApp that will give you free coins for your gas spent on ETH to bring you the fuck over. So I'm hyped to see the evolution of this. Again, I think it won't be successful if they can't get the liquidity up and they can't get the market cap up and it's dead weight. So I don't think they want that, right? The guy who made Solana tweeted about it. A lot of people are talking about it in the Solana camp. So this might be an opportunity for Solana camp to port a lot of Ethereum users into Solana. So I'm betting on them capturing that flag. I'm betting on that theory that if we get a higher market cap, a higher pool of liquidity, more trades, more money to be made. Users will show up, and I won't have to do anything but sell my fucking pack. What the fuck? My Alexa just went off. Yo, what song did it play? Laws. A mean reach around me makes me feel good. That's facts. I can see the price of XNF going way higher. Yeah, I can see it being really, really high, dude. Like $200. Straight up. It's actually better than DBZen, but it's more complex. So that's why it should be more expensive than DBZen faster. Right? We're looking at DXN. Oh, you can't see it because my head's blocking it. But DXN's $1.64. XNF is $3.36. DBZen is public, no poll, right? No protocol owned liquidity. XNF is not public; it is private public, so it's like a taste of heaven, in a sense. So I'm really still I'm so excited for DXN though, because it is so vanilla that it lives on its own. It's such a community-driven project. XNF is not. We need Simran. We need dApp. We need them to continue to innovate, or this is going to die, right? And that's the difference in a fair launch. Some people don't want that. They want the vanilla version, right? They want the zone version. They want the VMPX version. You know, pick the version that you like the most. Some people like Zen, you know, but again, that's why I'm saying, like, if you're going to clone Zen, just know you're going to have to go down, down, down before you can go up, 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 because it's part of the mannerisms of the chart. And if you're, again, someone in Titan, because today I know you probably woke the fuck up and it was like, what in the fuck? That's what's happening. You're just fighting inflation. And if you're buying this, you shouldn't be buying it. You should be probably mining it and chancing the future. I'm just trying to give some peace of mind. Maybe max mint. I don't know what the fuck. And I said I had some Titan and I made one miner, but I didn't. I bought some of that shit. I do not know how to mine this shit. I did not open Pandora's box. So I think you're max mint. And if you're a max minter, maybe that will help you out in the future. But other than that, do not try to fight inflation. You're going to get wrecked. From one Zinian to a Titanin, or Titan. Alexis said, play something that makes you cry. Something that makes me smile playlist and a similar song on Amazon Music. Yo, tell her to stop listening, bro. With things with Solana is that they can pause the network and it's centralized. Yeah, I hear you on that, Nay. The thing is though, people don't care about that shit. People don't care that you can pause the network, like straight up, on a grand scale, right? Solana is a mainstream. So people don't even know about that because they don't know how blockchain works. So if Solana stopped, they could just say it's downtime. Kind of like if you have like a cell phone service and then your service goes out and they're like, oh, we just got downtime. It's like that. It's like, ah, shit, I'm on this network that has downtime. Again, X1 chain is building a better network to not have that type of Solana issue. We found out that a lot of Solana's issues are based in their database. They use this thing called RockDB, which is made by Facebook. And in that RockDB, we also have it in X1 chain, I believe. I believe X1 has a RockDB, but our database is going to be not so reliant on like the main servers. That's why we have read-only nodes now on top of the validator nodes. So there's just a lot of verification going into the creation of everything Zen to kind of help mitigate that issue. So we'll see what happens with X1 chain. But again, I feel personally that people don't care that Solana can be turned off. I think that is just a narrative to keep real buyers out and make us miss the wave. So I'm not missing that. Right? Solana can be better than BNB, and BNB needs to die. I'm a fucking hater. Kill it. Kill Binance chain. Yeah, BNB needs a replacement though. Solana is a perfect replacement for that. So let's just take this 300 and throw it here, and take this 99 and throw it here, and we'll be all good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Damn, that shit bright as hell. I must have just accidentally made this light so bright today. I don't know why. Let me see. Oh. Yeah, my light was too bright today. Womp, womp, womp. But yeah, man. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Make sure you like on your way out. Make sure you subscribe on your way out if you're brand new. Make sure if you're watching this on X, you hit the little heart. You can do all the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? But man, what a fucking stream of just giving you the gas on the data analytics of what is crypto. Again, technology saves your bag, not the fucking goobers that are running around trying to pump your bag, okay? Tech is what's going to save it. Learn how it works as soon as possible before the fucking rocket takes off and you're trying to learn how to do rocket science while in the rocket. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's going to be hella hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm already going to be so damn zen in my little astronaut seat that I'm not helping anyone in the chaos. That's when the memberships really ramp up again. You got to pay $20 to get the gas. $100. Fuck that inflation. But yeah, man, you guys have a good rest of your Tuesday. Be safe out there. We'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, roughly 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that Zen. We're going to get it in. Other than that, peace. Be.